Hi everyone, I'm back again. Today is, what day is it? It's Friday and it's the 17th, no, it's the 16th of June. I got into a very good sort of routine of scheduling, I can't say the word, my videos ahead, and what with the last few weeks of on and off not being well and that sort of thing, work and everything getting in the way, really, I've got fallen behind with that scheduling. So at the moment I'm kind of doing them, putting them up straight away as I go, for that kind of day or that week, and hopefully I'll get back into the groove again soon. But the weather's turned for us down in South Buckinghamshire, UK, down in the south of England, I should say, not South Buckinghamshire, but the south of England. It has become very, very hot for us, hotter than we normally can bear. So I can't bear the heat. I couldn't live in a hot country abroad, I don't think, very easily. I said to my husband the other day, I think I should have been an Eskimo, but anyway, so that makes a big difference to my energy levels as well. Anyway, I've come back on today to do day 13 of RachandBellacrafts hashtag 100 days RAB, and in day 12 we made some Frankenpapers, and I showed you how you can make Frankenpapers by using your sewing machine, or if you don't have your sewing machine, like I didn't at the beginning when I first started crafting, you can glue them, or you can even put washi tape on, which I've done on this one. So this was one of the ones I made on day 12. That's one side and that's the other, and that one was using washi, and this one I made using all sorts of Tim Holtz scraps from his scrapbook pads, and I sewed that one. My sewing leaves a lot to be desired, I have to say, but I like the roughness of it. So that's one side and that's the other. And then off camera I went and made a few more. So I made this one using washi, which this particular washi does not want to stick down. It's out of the same set. All of these are in the same set and they don't seem to be very sticky. And I've burnished them and I've glued. I just have to keep gluing bits as they come up. So that one's with washi. That's one side. And that's the other. And one thing I learned, and one thing one of my subscribers suggested to me, Sherry Vanderpool, quite rightly said, if she's going to have a go at doing this, but she's going to use bigger pieces. So I took her advice, really, and I've started using bigger pieces in mine, and it has made it a bit easier. Where I could use bigger pieces, I have. So that's another one that I've sewn there. And that's the back. Now, if you don't like the back, because obviously you've got the back side of sewing, then you can cover that. I don't know, you could cover it with some book page, music paper, or even some scrapbook paper if it's thin enough, or just coffee or tea dyed paper. So that's that one. And this is another one using washi tape. And I've gone for the bigger pieces on this one, definitely. And I like the colours. I like all those colours together. So just using scraps, that's all it is. There's a scrap of some coffee dyed paper, digital parchment style paper, a book paper, and you know, that hasn't actually come out very straight, but it doesn't matter. And I didn't sew that bit. I sewed the rest of it and I missed that piece. So when I get my sewing machine out again, I will go over that. And that's the other side of it. So what Rachel did for day 13 was she's we're going to, as we said before, these would make great journal covers. So I already kind of tentatively folded that one down, thinking that would make a nice journal cover. They all would actually, or they'll just make nice internal pages in a journal. So I think this one definitely will be a journal cover. I do like this, and I just like the image on the front there. So I don't know if I want to cover that up with too much, but we will see. So what Rachel decided was that if you haven't got double-sided pieces, some of them might be blank or plain on the other side. What you can do, and I did do it to a couple of these, I'm trying to find one now, is if they're blank on the other side, you can actually, I think that was a blank area, you can actually cover it with some other paper. And if you've got sort of plainer pieces like this, what you can do is you can actually stamp or stencil them. So that's one of the things we're doing today. And then we're going to choose one to use as a cover. One of the, not the Tim Holtz one, I think, but one of these other ones, and we'll make some pockets and tucks out of some scraps to go on it. So that's what we're going to do. So I've got my stencils out. I didn't get inks out though, so I want some inks. So I have got some on my desk, so I'm just mushing things around to see what I can find that will fit in. What have I got on my, I've got wild honey, that's a nice one. Crackling campfire, it's a bit bright. I don't want shaded lilac. I've got rustic wilderness, that's a bit dark, but it might be okay. Obviously got vintage photo, I've always got that one out. What else have I got on my desk? Oh, that one's too neon, that twisted citron. This one is the embossing ink, so we don't need that, and that one is vintage photo distress ink, so we might use that one. Put those back. It's just I've run out of room for everything. I'm just going to reach up and get a few more down. I don't have a massive stash. I've got some blueprint sketch there. I've got the weathered wood. Antique linen doesn't really do much for me. It's so faint I can hardly see it. Forest moss I think would be too dark. And squeezed lemonade is another very bright neon colour, so I won't use that. And the only other two I have in this particular range, gathered twigs and speckled egg. Well, I'll take speckled egg and put the rest back for now. Right, okay, that should do us, shouldn't it? Right, okay, found a bit of lace there. Right, you don't know what you're going to find on my desk. And also, if you've got some mica sprays or sprays, distress sprays, you can spray some of them to give them a bit more detail. Now, I think you have to be careful spraying, excuse me, the thinner pieces of paper, because I don't know that they will take it. So let's find one, and we'll do a bit of spraying on one of them. I think I'll find one that I've stitched rather than this one would be fine. So let's do a bit of spraying on this one, because these are a bit more sturdy, these papers. So these are kind of mixed colours. I'll try to keep similar hues. So let's have a look and see what to spray. Now you can make your own spray up using the water and some of your, you know, your distress inks. Now this one's nice. This is, I always go for this one. I think this is mica spray, and it's antique bronze. I got into a set, I think it was birthday, and I've got this little mat. I'm just going to stand that up at the back of it, because I don't want, I just move move you into view a bit better there. I don't want this to spray all over the place, so this is why I've got this on my messy mat underneath. So give it a good shake, and then I'm glue out and just glue that side. So I'll only make a few bits to go on these pages, random pages. So I think apart from the Tim Holtz cover, which I'd like to make as another cover for a different sort of journal, I will put things in some of the other pages. So let's move that over a bit, press that down like so. This is going to be quite a grungy little journal, I think. Mine is anyway. It's actually quite nice to have that freedom to just do anything goes. I think that's quite nice. Not have to think about matching things up all the time too much. I'm not putting it right to the bottom because I'm conscious that the page might need a little bit of cutting just to straighten it up. So hold on. Hi, sorry about that. My husband's just got home from work. I've forgotten it's Friday and that he finishes and gets home at 3:30. So if you heard him say hello, that was him. I thought I'd better stop the video before he says something else, you know. Anyway, those are the two pockets. In the meantime, I had a quick wash of my hands and this is not coming off. So I don't have Swarfiga. That's something over here that mechanics and that use on their hands when they've got oil on them. I was actually thinking it would be nice to put a little pocket on the front of these to kind of give it that Franken look, maybe. So this is pretty paper, isn't it? So I was thinking, I don't know whether it will spoil the Franken look or whether I should make another pocket out of 2 pieces, you know, of something. So I'll have a think about that. I don't know. Let's have a look at what I've got here. All this out of the way. What I've got that I can sort of mould together that will actually go. Suppose that maybe, and I never made a Franken pocket at all. That's already up there, so we won't use that. Quite like to give it that kind of Franken look. Let's see what we can do with some scraps. So, have I got any small pieces out without going and getting stuff out again? So what I could do is make a little kind of Franken style thing on the front, maybe out of these bits, maybe that, something like that with some of these colours. So let's just, I don't know, this is, I'm just winging this now. I'm also conscious of the time. I don't want to waste a lot of time messing about. So say we have that and a bit of this maybe, and we'll just cut that a bit deeper, tear it rather, like so. We could sort of have a Franken style made up of bits. So we want a third piece, I think. That would be nice. So what else have I got here? Just, this ruler is so heavy it gets in the way. just have a look in my wallet of scraps of scrapbook paper, just scraps really, that will fit in. That would be quite nice. So that could be one. So let's have a look at this. So I'm just going to neaten that because it's very fibrous and I don't want to distress these. I'm not going to distress this at all really. I'm going to put that there and then take that fibrous edge off there. And that one. And then we'll have a piece that is going to be a bit smaller than that sort of thing. Okay, so it's going to kind of look like this. Should we do it the other way up? Going to kind of look like that. I think that would be great. So I'm going to have to, so I'll probably sew these, and what I'll do is just for now I'll glue them. What did I do with my glue stick? Oh, here it is. Glue sticks are not happy in this heat, so I think we'll just glue along that edge. It's only just to keep it together until I sewn it, and then we'll glue this edge and make it like that. So that's roughly what it's going to look like. That's one. I'm going to make another one for this side out of some other bits. And yeah, we don't have to have the same, so let's find something else that mirrors some of the colours in that side. So this is that nice piece, so we could have a little bit of that. I was just thinking that's going to be fibrous as well. Let's see if I can cut a piece. She says. Not too bad by my standards, and kind of want it similar, although it's not going to be seen, is it? So that is the first one to go there, and then let's see, put that one to one side. Let's get this out again, because normally I keep bigger bits in here, but I know there are probably some slightly smaller scraps. So there's one there, that's quite nice, and about that, that's quite pretty. Try and use the smaller ones up first if I can. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, there's a smaller piece of that. Perfect. Right. Okay, so we're going to make it out of that, and so we want this bit to be a bit deeper. So about there. And how wide? Sort of about there. There's a lovely breeze coming through the window. You hear my chimes. So going to be, let's have that up that way. So it's going to be there and there, and then this piece. Oh, it's perfect. And I'm just going to follow that along like that, and that can be there. Okay, so let's glue. Well, that could be there. So that's kind of 2 Frankenpaper style pockets on the front of the big pocket, and I like that. So put those to one side and we'll sew those. Okay, so that's that. I don't think we'll put anything else on that one. One more, we'll do one more sheet that will be an inside page. So just looking this way up, so the page is going to be something like that. And what I thought would be nice would be make a circular belly band. So let's see what papers. Oh, now this is just the back of, well, I didn't have this paper pad actually. I bought some random sheets of scrapbooking paper from Facebook Marketplace, and that one came with it, but the back's lovely. So I'm just going to make, I think, 3 of these. Well, this thumb, now my right thumb is now playing me up, so struggling a bit, pressing things, what have you. Okay, so what I thought was we could have that sort of thing there. We could have that as a kind of a belly band. Okay. And we could have it as a side tack, but I do like the belly band. Now, I'm going to have to glue down some of that washi. Do I want it there or there? I actually like it that side, I think. Yes. So let's glue these down. So all the glue is really, that's a new one, that glue, and obviously is melting. We won't waste it. And just lining up the script on it, like so. And that is going to go on there. So that would be nice. Well, I think it is anyway. That looked like a nice, it's a Ciao Bella paper pad that came from. That's nice, isn't it? And it's only 190 GSM, which I like because you can actually bend that and put it in your journals. Sorry, I've just knocked that now, my excitement. So that one can go on there. Now I'm thinking, do I want to put anything over the top of that? So I'm just going to glue that bit of washi down. I don't think it likes the heat either. We could put some sort of embellishments on that. I don't know what I think I got here. Let's something that might tone in with it. No, that doesn't go at all, Susan. What are you thinking? Right, well, we're just going to, I think we're just going to put that one down. So I'm going to use the art glitter to actually put it on the, I like that, I like circles. I'm just giving it a little bit down in the bottom of each circle there, on top and bottom, and we'll just position it in the centre. And I thought that went nicely with that paper, although you can go completely different. See, I'm still into matchy really, aren't I? I have to get my head out of matchy. Right, okay, we'll do one more thing and then we'll call it a day for this episode. What else can we do? So we've done that. Let's put something, let's put a corner pocket on here. So I like these clocks. This is a piece, I think this is a piece of Tim Holtz. I quite like these clocks, and I'm going to cut round them. So I'm going to cut round that one, take that sharp corner off, and I'm going to do the same down the bottom. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use the bottom. I think I'm going to use the bottom actually, so I'm going to just cut around there like so. Oh, and we'll take that bottom corner like that, and I'm going to just sort of cut into there, not exactly, but because I like the colour of the background there. Okay, so that's a little bit, oops, a bit straight for me, so I kind of round it up a little bit, and we'll have that as a corner pocket. That's quite nice, I think. So I'm going to glue down here and along here. So I'm going to hold the corner that I'm not gluing. Oops, take the pin out and I might get on a bit better. So this is literally just using up some scraps. Because I have scraps of everything, small scraps, medium scraps and bigger scraps of like digitals and book page and straw paper and all sorts of things, coffee and tea dyed papers and all sorts of things like that. And then I have another wallet which you've just seen with scraps of take that off there because it won't bend around. Right, scraps of what am I trying to say? Scrapbook papers. Out of scrapbook pads. So there we have that, which is nice. I like that. You could even put, no, we won't. We'll leave it at that, I think. We could put a button in there, one of those. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So we've got a belly band there and a corner pocket there. Got a double pocket here, and I'm just going to stitch these. Then I'll be back, and that we'll call it a day. Hold on. Okay, I've done that now. I've sewn these. I've snipped the edges, yeah, I did actually corner around that one. Didn't really like it. That side was perfect. So yeah, so here they are, my Franken pockets to go on top of my homemade pockets. Can you see that? So I'm going to glue these on, I think, and just thinking, do I want to put a tiny little thumb hole in the top? So if I line that up with this and make that the centre, I'm only doing a really tiny shallow one like so. I'm going to line that up there, and let's do the same with this one. So make sure it's even roughly. I'm eyeballing it on both sides, here and here, and I just sort of eyeball in the middle of that top thumb hole, and then taking a little thumb hole out there. Right, so back to the glue. So this is going to be just glued down, I think, on these sides and along the bottom, and it'll be just a little shallow kind of pocket, and then we just line that thumb hole up with that, and make sure that's straight. And there's our Frankenpocket. So you can see I've been a bit creative with my sewing machine. I'm kind of getting used to it a bit more now than I was scared of it, you know. I kept thinking, oh no, how do I change the thread, you know, how am I going to be able to do the bobbin. And I only used the sewing machine at school. I never used one really any other time, and needless to say, the machines at school were always in high demand, and therefore never used to really. Poor mum, you know, she used to struggle to finance the buying of material and things, and then I wouldn't finish it off, so we didn't have one at home. So I just put the pin somewhere as usual. The pin is very clever at hiding. Ah, I see it. There it is. So I'm going to pin that, and then that is the Frankenpocket. So we've got a pocket here, quite a big one because I've got to gusset in, and we've got these little pockets here. So those are nice, aren't they? Okay, so I'm going to call that a day. So out of the Frankenpages, we've made a belly band for this one. I keep sticking down the washi tape, and a side tuck for this one out of some clock paper, and I think this will be the front cover, so probably I may have to trim the top of this page off, or I might not make this the front cover. It might go inside, I don't know. It could be a centre page. That could be nice, a centre page with a double pocket. So that's that page, and then the others are, this one I'm going to not include in this project. I'm going to keep that as a folder cover for, you know, something else. So I think that's what we'll do with that one. And then we've got, let's see about the sizes of these. So we've got this one. Let's fold that down. And we've got this one here, which is quite nice. Oh, I've got to stitch along there, so I better do that. And probably need to trim that side down a bit. And then, yeah, so I'll leave that kind of with you. So in between these pages will be normal kind of journal pages, I think. That's the idea of it. And think I'm going to leave my other side, my sewing side, as is, because I quite like it. And I think, you know, once we've put some some pockets and tucks and all sorts of things, embellish the pages, then that's got a bit of a crease in it. Yeah, so these will probably all kind of go in like this, maybe, and maybe that will be the front cover. But I'll have to do some sewing there and there first before I decide what I want to do with it. Okay, so that's it for today, and I will speak to you all again soon when we do the next episode. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.